everyone. Well, this year you can give the gift of reading. There's a little something for everybody at Jospeh-Beth Booksellers, and here with some of her favorites, and one of our favorites is Audrey Buller from Jospeh-Beth. Hello to you.
Good morning.
Great to see you.
You too.
We've got the crackling fire behind us. What we just need is a good book or a stack of them.
Oh, we've got some good ones.
I love the cover of this one. I was telling her during the break, you shouldn't judge a book by the cover, but Around the World in 80 Games.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
This is history of 80 different games to the world over. Board games, dice games, card games, and this particular author is a mathematician.
So comes at it in an interesting way, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's totally accessible, though.
Yeah.
Don't get scared off by hearing that. But games from South America, games from Africa, games from Asia, all kinds of things. Games that originated
things we've
in
heard
Europe.
of, things we haven't heard of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this one is real tasty.
Yeah.
I put that on.
What is the imaginary alphabet?
This is exquisite.
Yeah,
is what
the art on the cover is pretty fascinating.
Beautifully done. If you like to give a gorgeous picture book to a little one at Christmas time, and this is an ABC, and every letter.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, the artwork on this is absolutely. It's one of my real favorites.
It's really good.
Beautiful.
That's pretty.
And
now this is more for our fashionistas, so probably not going to end up on my bookshelf.
Maybe not, but you'd enjoy looking through it. This starts in the early 1900s and goes decade by decade with who was named to the International Best Dressed list. So back in the early days, it was more debutantes and society women, and then you moved more into actresses and
celebrity types.
Yes,
and whatnot,
exactly.
Sure.
You've got the gorgeous Grace Kelly, Audrey Hepburn, and then a certain Mrs. Kennedy who made her mark. But the photographs are beautiful. There are men involved in here too. But this is gorgeous, and I will tell you, this is a great buy. Come in and take a look at this book. It's just a beautiful thing.
Now this one, great because it's mutiny and murder.
It is. This is my book of the year.
It's sort of honestly. I mean, the subtitle right there: A Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny, and Murder. If that doesn't grab you, I don't know what will. Tell me about it.
I adored this book. This is David Gran, who wrote Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, sure. Just was the movie with Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
And he's done some other adventure stories. He can place you in a situation. His use of detail and language, absolutely amazing. So this is 1740s. You're in this little wooden British man of war that's been sent out to intercept a Spanish galleon returning from Peru with a load of silver. And everything bad that could possibly happen happens.
Sure. You're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. What can possibly go wrong?
I just kept flipping pages. I could not put this down.
It sounds like one of those ones all of a sudden you're 100 pages in and you barely blinked. Yeah.
For Halloween this year, I always try to feature a book I've loved. I had to be the captain.
That was the one?
Yeah, I dressed up like the captain for this one.
Well, in this town we love our baseball, and apparently we can love it extra with this book.
Well, I am one of the all-time baseball nerds, and Joe Posnanski, who grew up in Cleveland, he's a great
But we're not going to hold that against him?
He's a really good baseball writer, and what he does with this is, you know, there are some of the great plays, The Shot Heard Round the World, and different things. There's 50 moments. Some of them are humorous. Some of them are great anecdotes. One of them is when Dottie drops the ball in A League of Their Own.
Sure.
One of my all-time favorites, Gaylord Perry's Moonshot. Do you know that story?
I know Gaylord Perry is a pitcher, but I don't know that I know the...
He was, let's say he was a feeble hitting pitcher.
Okay.
I think Lifetime...
As a lot of, pitchers are.
Lifetime 131, okay?
Yeah.
And
look at Audrey dropping the stats on us.
And Alvin Dark, who was his manager at one time, said, a man will walk on the moon before Gaylord Perry hits a home run. 30 minutes after they landed.
No.
Yes, true story.
I did not know that.
One
I've
of
never
his
heard that story
6
before.
lifetime.
That's amazing. I love it. And I always love your selections. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you. And happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've got somebody that's tough to buy for, you go to Jospeh-Beth. I promise you're going to find something.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks again for coming in.
You can always find our local 12 stories right here on YouTube. Don't forget to tap subscribe, and then you can get all the notifications.